Hey friends, welcome to the video. You ever just brush your teeth to stop yourself from eating more? Well, that's what I'm doing. Now that's a diet hack if I've ever heard one. And I have more hold on.
Best not to do this with a toothpastey mouth. So in this video, I just wanted to go over some things that I'm gonna do to try to lose some weight. As I said in a previous video, I dislocated this shoulder and I've gained some weight just having not exercised as much. So I wanted to go over some diet hacks and my exercise for the day. So follow me along and here we go. So I am back in Pennsylvania for a week, visiting the family, getting this shoulder looked at, and just having a good time. We're going to Knoebels in the Poconos. It's a little amusement park up there on Monday. So looking forward to that. And then also visiting an old college buddy in New Jersey next week too. So it's gonna be a good time. But for right now, I am going to my old stomping grounds, my high school, because they have an awesome running trail and track. And that's one thing that I prefer is doing my cardio outside versus inside on a treadmill. I think it kind of gets boring, monotonous, and I'm an outdoorsy person, so let's do it. I'm like 98% of the population who doesn't really enjoy doing cardio. So when I know I have to do it, of course, I try to make it as enjoyable as possible. And for me, that means running outside. And of course, that's seasonal. And during the winter times, I can't really do that. And a treadmill will suffice. But find whatever you like to do for cardio, that you can stick to. It's not about doing what everyone else is doing. It's about finding what you can stick to in your behaviors. Oh my God, and that might even just include not having a working air conditioner in your car because man, this thing is a sauna right now. Hyundai Veloster. This thing has nickeled and dimed the crap out of me. Do not recommend this car. Although I do like the interior. That's the only thing I like about this car. Just pulled into the high school, and my first hack is something I already mentioned, but brush your teeth. And some of you could do this more often anyway. But I usually use this strategy later at night because I'm a nighttime snacker. I get a big sweet tooth at the end of the day, and when you don't want to pile on an extra 300-400 calories of ice cream, brush your teeth earlier in the night and it probably will trigger, hey, I'm done eating for the day. And not only that, stuff doesn't taste as good when you got that mintiness in your mouth. But right now, I need a moment to reminisce on all the good high school memories. Right here's the stomping grounds. Right here, I played a ton of baseball here. Awesome memories. Go Vikings. Gosh. I had an awesome high school experience. I know that's different for everybody, but I had an awesome group of friends, love my sports teams, and just have nothing but good things to say about it. My workout plan right now is gonna do 30 minutes of cardio, like moderate intensity. And moderate intensity is really based on your heart rate. So I'll put a graph up here to show you what that heart rate looks like. And to calculate your maximum heart rate, you just take 220 minus your age, and that'll get you into these zones, these percentage zones that you kind of want to try and hit whenever you're doing, low intensity, medium intensity, or high intensity. And there's sort of like fat burning zones for each of those things, or aerobic and anaerobic work. That's kind of more advanced, but just right now I'm going to do 30 minutes, moderate intensity, followed up with a circuit. And that circuit is going to be 5 sets. It's going to be 30 seconds per movement of crunches, shoulder taps, and air squats. And I'm going to do that with a minute rest after the 3 movements. So let's get to it. Safe. Come on. Woo. All right. 30 minutes of cardio done. Now I'm moving on to the circuit after a 5-minute break. But first, a word from today's sponsor, my love handles. You're not alone. Love handles come in all shapes and sizes. Your body is a wonderland, and you should feel wonderful in your skin. Sure, we may not have a six-pack, but what we do have is love and compassion for carbohydrates. remember that nobody can claim worth or lack of worth in your body except for yourself. So if you love your love handles, you rock that shit, baby. Love handles are lovely, and so are you. Hashtag love your love handles. Now, back to the video. Woo! Dang. Hopping in the shade because I am spent. Real quick note on the circuit, there's nothing special, nothing magical about those 3 movements. I just picked those because I felt like doing those. The same thing for you guys, just keep something that you enjoy. Keeping that behavior consistent is more important than anything. So that'll do it for the workout, and we're moving on to tip number 2 for the diet. And this is to increase 2 things, fiber and water. I buy Psyllium Husk, which is like in Metamucil. They have brand name stuff. Pure for Men is another one that comes in capsules. But the fiber increases satiety. You feel full. You don't feel hungry. And with that, with fiber, it's important to have enough water. And not only just the fiber, just drink plenty of water. It fills your belly and helps you feel more full. Less snacking, less cravings. And the water is important for the fiber because they work together. Simpatico, you know what I'm saying? It helps move things through your pipes, helps you feel full. And I'm getting sweat in my eyes. Bugs are getting me. Let's go home for the next tip. My parents' garden is doing so much better than the garden that Brian and I have in Rhode Island. The tomatoes are fierce. Look at these guys. Oh my gosh, beautiful. And they got some peppers over here. Whoa, nice. The zucchini plant has gone to shit for some reason. But they were massive, like huge massive. I have a picture I think I can show you. Oh, and these, can't forget about these little cherry tomatoes. And I think the reason their garden is doing much better is because they use fertilizer from these guys over here. That's some valuable shit, I'm telling you. It's good fertilizer. Hi, welcome back. Find you a man that greets you like he does when you come home. All showered and ready for lunch, but I want to show you one of my recent YouTube obsessions. It's Mark E. Miller. God, his videos are just awesome. So creative. I love his personality. Seems like a really cool dude. And when you're watching the videos, I just feel like time flashes by. It's just really awesome. I'd love to meet you, Mark. So my next couple of tips are actually right in front of me here. All right, so in this salad, it's pretty big salad. I mean, it's head size big. And I have lots of protein in here, and protein also increases satiety. So up your protein game, whether it's plant-based or animal-based, just up the protein to increase that feeling of fullness, and you won't be as hungry as often. A handful of nuts, yeah, helps. It's the combination of the fats and the proteins that help you feel full. So that's one. And number 2 here is actually some caffeine. Never get in the way of someone in their first sip of caffeine. Rule of thumb. Caffeine has been known to increase fatty acid utilization, so you're burning more fat, and also it's an appetite stimulant. Now these effects don't last very long, but I think that it helps me with the appetite, and it also just gives you energy when you're feeling like you're low on calories and you want to just continue powering through. So caffeine and protein. I'll check back in a little later. I need to watch one of Mark's videos. Bye. Do you see it? There he is. Don't bite my head off. For any of you that don't know, the female praying mantis bites off the male praying mantis head after they've mated. Like they've successfully copulated. There's gonna be offspring. Female bites off the male's head. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm gay. One of the reasons I like visiting my parents back in Pennsylvania is that they live sort of on this little farm area, and there's a nice like walking trail, which I'm gonna go down that way. And this is gonna tie into my next point, which is just increase your activity in whatever way that you can. Whether it's an extra 30 minutes of walking per day, or standing at your desk to do your work, or taking the flight of stairs instead of the elevator, whatever it might be, just increasing that non-exercise activity. All of those things make a huge difference when it comes down to calories in versus calories out. And when you're trying to lose fat, it's all a numbers game when it comes down to the in and the outs and how consistent you are. And that's just what I like to do, and I'm doing it out loud. Oh, by the way, we actually still have a couple of these shirts still for sale. If you're interested in getting one, you can email us outloudjb@gmail.com, and we'll let you know if we have your size in stock. And we appreciate everyone who's bought one already to show their support and show how much they're living out loud. Oh God, I hope the children of the corn don't come out and get me. Listen, when I was a kid, the movie Signs, I think it's Mel Gibson is the big star in it. That movie Signs like messed me up for a long while. I was so scared of aliens. I wouldn't go near cornfields. I always had to sleep with a glass of water next to my bed because in the movie, that's what ultimately kills the aliens. And it's really not that terrifying of a movie when you go back and watch it. But when I first watched it, I was, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years old. And that just really terrified me. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's videos. I hope you guys can use some of the tips that have been helping me in my weight loss journey and just being fit and healthy. And overall, thanks for watching. Hopefully Brian's in the next video. I know Brian's excited to talk to you guys too, so he'll be in the next one, you'll see. Anyway, thanks again, and don't forget to live your life out loud.